SABC News reporter Bulelani Phillip spoke to the public protector shortly after she released that report.
We are coming to you from the Belleville Magistrate's Court where the public protector, Advocate Kholeka Gcaleka, has just released her report into allegations that the government has failed to actually take care of issues of gender-based violence. She's made damning findings against the Department of Social Development, the South African Police and the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. Joining me now is Advocate Kholeka Gcaleka to explain to us what prompted this investigation.
What prompted this investigation was really a complaint that the Deputy Minister of Justice, Mr. John Jeffrey, referred to the Public Protector as a result of the death of Ms. Korcha, who had come to this very court, Belleville, to obtain a protection order against her partner. We then concluded that investigation looking into whether the functionaries of this court had failed to assist her, where we found that they had not failed. We had, however, picked up a number of systemic issues which impacted her not ultimately obtaining the protection order, which unfortunately led to her death. Now, we've got the powers to initiate our own investigations in terms of the Public Protector Act. It is in terms of that we then initiated the systemic investigation, not only looking into the Department of Justice, but also looking into social development as well as the South African Police.
Now, you've undertaken that you want a systematic audit of the court system. What lapses have you identified in the court system?
The lapses that we've identified is that firstly, they are not in line with their own policies that they are supposed to be adhering to, but furthermore that the forms themselves are too tedious to complete, really, and not in a language of a lay person, but also the psychosocial support that's been provided to the applicants when they come and approach the court, issues of staff complement, resources themselves which enable the system to function adequately, but also the court environment. If you heard our report, delivery speaks to the structural issues, so it's both the structural and the systems that we have found to be a challenge.
In your presentation, you were saying that there are cases where you can only report issues of domestic violence once a week. Is that correct?
Yes, there were instances like that where there's a particular periodic structure that's there for the reporting of domestic violence, which we felt hinders, not only in terms of the act and the rules that are there, but also just those who should be approaching the court, but mostly the Constitution in respect of access to justice.
Your remedial action, will there be a budget within the departments or the other entities that you found against?
Yes, they've agreed to set a budget aside to actually address these issues. But we must really be honest, as a state, there is really budgetary constraints. Hence, we also made remedial action in line with Section 41 of the Constitution of speaking of cooperation, relatedness of government departments or state institutions of working together. So there needs to be a sharing of resources where the other is unable to cater for a particular resource that is required.